Hey, what's good, YouTube? This your boy Big Dog Talk Sports. And we're going to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs as they get ready for Super Bowl 57. Subscribe, mash that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's go. The NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, will be facing the AFC champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, in Super Bowl 57. February 12, 2023, at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The Eagles are trying to win their 5th league championship. They won their first 3 back in 1948, 1949, and 1960. And then they won their first Super Bowl back in Super Bowl 52 when they defeated Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The Chiefs franchise is trying to win its 6th championship. They won the AFL championship back in 1962 and 1966. Then they won 2 Super Bowls once the AFL and the NFL merged. They won Super Bowl 4 versus the Minnesota Vikings. Then they won Super Bowl 54 versus the San Francisco 49ers. So it wasn't that long ago. But both of these teams last won Super Bowls. Philadelphia Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni. This is his 2nd season as a head coach. After going 9-8 in his first season in 2021, he coached the Eagles to a 14-3 record in 2022, not only winning the NFC East Division title, but also getting them to the Super Bowl after blowing out the New York Giants 38-7 in the divisional round, and the San Francisco 49ers 31-7 in the NFC Championship game. The Eagles are led by their All-Pro quarterback, Jalen Hurts, who's just in his 3rd season. Philadelphia's record with Hurts playing this year, including the playoffs, is 16-1. The Eagles have a total of 6 All-Pros on their roster, Hurts of course being one of them. You have their center, Jason Kelce. You have right tackle, Lane Johnson. Wide receiver, A.J. Brown. Cornerback, James Bradbury. And linebacker, Hassan Reddick. And then you have 2 more players that's Pro Bowlers just like those 6 players. You have cornerback, Darius Slay. And guard, Landon Dickerson. This Philadelphia Eagles team is loaded with talent. So on the other side, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. They're being coached by Andy Reid, who in his 24th season as an NFL head coach, 10th season as the head coach for the Chiefs. He's trying to win his 3rd Super Bowl as a coach, 2nd as the head coach of Kansas City. Reid was able to get a ring in Super Bowl 31 as the assistant coach for the Green Bay Packers. As I stated earlier in the video, he won his first Super Bowl as the head coach with the Kansas City Chiefs when they defeated the San Francisco 49ers in Super Bowl 54 just a few years ago. This season, the Kansas City Chiefs finished the regular season with a 14-3 record. On their way to the Super Bowl, the Chiefs defeated an up-and-coming Jaguars team 27-20, and they won the AFC Championship game by beating the team that's beaten them the last 3 times they faced, the Cincinnati Bengals. They won that game 23-20. Kansas City was led by their All-Pro superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes, who passed for over 5,200 yards and threw 41 touchdowns. He also ran in 4 touchdowns as well. The Chiefs, they had 6 All-Pro players on their roster. Mahomes, of course. Star tight end Travis Kelce. Center Creed Humphrey. Guard Joe Thuney. Defensive tackle Chris Jones. And punter Tommy Townsend. Now, of course, they were all Pro Bowlers as well. And they had a 7th Pro Bowler, offensive tackle Orlando Brown Jr. All right, man, so we coming into this game with a good amount of storylines, man. The first one is going to be about Andy Reid. The Kansas City Chiefs has reached the Super Bowl for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. while at least reaching the AFC Conference Championship game each of the last 5 seasons. Andy Reid is just continuing to prove that he's one of the greatest coaches to ever put on a headset in the National Football League with his recent success. And for those that don't know, who haven't followed the NFL for so long, if we go further back into Andy Reid's career as NFL head coach, he's had a run of reaching the NFC Conference Championship game 4 years in a row and 1 Super Bowl appearance. And that is when he was the head coach for guess who? The Philadelphia Eagles. Andy Reid is the winningest coach in Philadelphia Eagles history. Even though he never could win the Super Bowl as the coach for the Eagles, he at least had them as one of the toughest teams and one of the best teams in the NFC, like on a regular basis. The Andy Reid, Donovan McNabb era was a great time in Eagles history. Another storyline we have here is Philadelphia Eagles star wide receiver A.J. Brown. He will be facing a lifelong friend in the Super Bowl. That friend is none other than Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Willie Gay Jr. Now, these two guys grew up in the same neighborhood in Starkville, Mississippi. They were teammates in high school and led the Starkville Yellow Jackets to a state championship back in 2016. So after these guys finished high school, A.J. Brown and Willie Gay Jr. became college rivals. Brown, he went to Ole Miss to play for the Rebels, while Gay Jr. played for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Now, these friends will be facing each other in the Super Bowl, so this should be a great moment for the town of Starkville, Mississippi. The final story we have, the Kelce brothers. The Kelce family have a dilemma. Donna, aka Mama Kelce, will have to be happy for one of her baby boys while being sad for the other one. Her sons Travis Kelce, the star tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, will be going against his big brother, Jason Kelce, center for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, both of the Kelce brothers have a Super Bowl ring each around their finger. So this one can give one of the other bragging rights at the family dinners. Travis and Jason Kelce are both already Super Bowl champs and most likely future Hall of Famers. Salute to the Kelces. Oh, and by the way, they are making history by being the first brothers to face each other in the Super Bowl game. Shout out to the Kelces. Alright, y'all, let's get to the final storyline, man. 35 years ago, Washington Redskins quarterback Doug Williams became the first black quarterback to start and win the Super Bowl. He and the Redskins beat the Denver Broncos 42-10 back in Super Bowl 22, January 31st, 1988. Well, in Super Bowl 57, we guarantee to have a starting black quarterback win the Super Bowl this year, because for the first time in history, we will have black quarterbacks starting for both teams. If the Chiefs win, Patrick Mahomes will become the first black quarterback to start and win multiple Super Bowls. If the Eagles come out victorious, Jalen Hurts will become the fourth black quarterback to win the Super Bowl, joining Doug Williams, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson. Now that I pretty much ran down their road to Super Bowl 57, it's time for me to give my prediction. I'm expecting a great game. I mean, it should be no surprise here. The two teams that made the Super Bowl. The only other teams I could have seen made a Super Bowl coming out of the NFC would have been the San Francisco 49ers, the Dallas Cowboys. On the AFC side, if it wasn't for Kansas City, I could have seen the Buffalo Bills or the Cincinnati Bengals. But No surprise here. Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I believe the Philadelphia Eagles have the best team in the National Football League. I've been saying this for a while now. I predicted them to be a Super Bowl contender before the season started. I saw this team. I said, man, this team is loaded. And so far, they've yet to prove me wrong, man. Jalen Hurts, he's only lost one game as a starter. The other two L's they got, Jalen Hurts was on the sideline with injury. The Eagles' defense is stacked, man. Hassan Reddick, Hargrave, and Ndamukong Suh, Darius Slay, CJ Gardner-Johnson. I mean, bro. Then, they got A.J. Brown at receiver, Jalen Hurts. He's having an outstanding breakout third season. The Eagles is a stacked team, man. They have the best team in the NFL on paper for sure. One thing I can say about the Kansas City Chiefs, obviously they have a great team. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who thought with Tyreek Hill no longer being on the roster, the offense would slow down at least a little bit. Not a lot because you still got, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. But you thought it'd be just a little bit less powerful with Tyreek Hill no longer being there. Man, these jokers got even better, which is insane. Patrick Mahomes is one of them not even quarterbacks. He's one of those athletes who, even though one team, the other team could be completely better overall from top to bottom, Patrick Mahomes can carry his team to beat that team. He's not only one of them athletes for football, he's just one of them athletes, period. He's like a Kobe Bryant, a Michael Jordan. He's like one of them, man. He can elevate his team to be better than what it shows on paper. He's proven that by winning another MVP award. Just about 30 minutes ago, he was announced as the NFL MVP for this season. So I want to say congratulations to Patrick Mahomes on that. There's no surprise. I felt like it was either him or Jalen Hurts, nobody else, to be honest, as the season ended, But anyway, back to the Super Bowl matchup. The Kansas City Chiefs, they're not known for defense, but their defense do just enough sometimes, man. But they figure out a way to stop the other team at the right moments, and the Eagles defense, man, those boys nasty, man. Like, they only gave up 7 points both games. Now, I know the 49ers quarterback situation, they could even compete. I get that. But the Giants, they ran through the Giants. Now, do I necessarily expect them to run through the Chiefs? It's hard to just run through the Chiefs. I know the Buccaneers did it back in the Super Bowl just a few years ago, but it's hard to do. But I believe if anybody can do it, it's the Eagles. I don't necessarily see them shutting them down too much. But I don't expect the Chiefs to go out there and score 35. You know what I mean? This should be a pretty good game, man. This should be a pretty good game. I actually had the Eagles winning the Super Bowl this year. Yeah, man, I think I'm going to stick it out with my prediction. I have the Philadelphia Eagles winning Super Bowl 57. I'm going to take a guess and say they win 28-20. I'm expecting a great game on both sides. I'm hoping we have a great Super Bowl. I don't have a dog in the fight, but I believe the Eagles are going to win. I always thought they had the best team in the league, and I think they're going to finish it off. I have Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles winning 28-20, Super Bowl 57. I can't wait to watch the game. I know the rest of the NFL fans can't wait to watch this game. Leave your predictions in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Please smash that like button. Let's enjoy this Super Bowl, y'all. Everybody be safe. Big Dog out.